everybody, I'm USA Today bestselling author Hildy McQueen, and I write medieval Highlander romance as well as romantasy, contemporary, Western, and even Regency. I'll put the link to my Amazon library down below so you guys can see all my books. So today is a totally different video. I am a facilitator for a Bible journaling group at my church, and I also have a group online on Facebook, and several people that want to start just have never done a prayer journal are asking how to set up and how to get started and what all do you need. So I thought I would make this video to kind of do that. So it's a totally different departure from what I normally do, because I normally do videos on planning, paper planning, and stuff like that. So let's get started with what you need for Bible journaling. Of course, the first thing you need is a Bible. This is the Compact Bible, the New Living Translation. And it's the reason I got this is it's an easy study or prayer Bible. I would call it more than a study Bible. And the print is kind of bigger. It's compact, big print, and also in a language that I can kind of understand. And I did put washi on every book so that it'll help with finding the different books. That's just a little trick that you can do. Of course, there's always the tabs, but in this one I decided to do the washi. The second thing you need, of course, is a journal. Now, this can be any notebook that you find. Some people prefer like the ARC, which has the pages that are punched out that you can pull in and out. You can use anything really. It doesn't matter because this is going to be your own personal book. It's not for sharing. It's more for being creative while journaling and finding in a creative way how to get closer to the Lord. So this is just a notebook that I found on one of my bookshelves. It's lined. Normally I prefer the dots, but we're going to do lined in this example just so I can show you how to get started. Of course, then you need some colored pens. I definitely recommend these Click Art pens. They're made by, I think, Zebra. And they come in different colors, so I do recommend those. I have other different colored pens that I've kind of collected. I also, for shadowing and stuff like that, I do recommend the mild liners. I don't think I have one in here, do I? No. I have tons of them everywhere. Let's see if I have some within reach here so I can show you what I'm talking about. And then I'm talking about these. Either the brush, some that come with the brush, and then the regular ones that are just the broad tip on one side, and they both have a finer tip on the other side. So I do recommend you get a set of mild liners. Another good thing about mild liners is that when you highlight stuff in the Bible, they don't bleed through. So you can have two uses for them. I lost my train of thought. Two uses for them: journaling and highlighting in your Bible. All right, let's see. So this little pouch is really cute. I got it on Amazon, and I like it because it holds your pens, and then when you're ready to work, you just pull the little tabs down, and it stands up and holds your pens so you can kind of have easy access to them. And yeah, so these are really nice little pouches to have, and I will put the link down below for the pen pouch. All right, that's the fourth thing. So pouch with pens, Bible, notebook, and pens. Third thing, if you like stickers, there are all kinds of faith stickers on Amazon. I will put a link down for some that if you like using stickers, it's an easy way to decorate your journal. This is like a small sample. When I ordered a pack of stickers, I got like over 100 in a little pack, and it was like, minimal price, like $10 or something. So these are really nice to have if you like using stickers. Another thing that I do recommend is these are by the Faithful Heart Shop on Etsy. They are really not a bad cost. This is where when we started Bible journaling, every week we would get one of these sheets that I printed on sticker paper. But you can print them on regular paper, cut them out, and glue them on your page. But these are also good because it gives you little prompts to get started, as well as some scriptures to highlight and study and journal about. So this is just another fun idea that you can do in your journal. Let me see if I can find a page where I did it so I can, oops. I have a lot of stuff on this table, so reaching around trying to get to things, I'm probably going to be bumping into, let me see if I have one where I didn't put like specific prayers. Okay, here's one. Okay, so this is an example. So I printed them, cut them out, and then use this prompt, and then here I just wrote some things. So yeah, this is another idea of how to use these stickers in your journal. All right, so next I would recommend you have, of course, some scissors, some glue. A glue stick is really a lot easier than a lot of things to use, and maybe some washi tape. And you can even find rolls of washi tape that are faith themed. You just have to look them up. And if I find one on Amazon, I will also put the link for that. All right, so that is what I suggest are your supplies to get started. So I'm going to do a couple of simple things on how I would start my Bible journal. Or maybe how I did start my Bible journal. The first thing I did is a page where I put down I did this with scrapbook paper and some stickers. Let me see if I can. So this is kind of like a page I made. It's just scrapbook paper, and these are punches that I just cut out. And I wrote my name and war book, and this is kind of like the cover, or the when you open your prayer journal, it's nice to have something like that in the very front. So let's make something like that. I am going to just make it very simple, mainly because, like I said, I have so much stuff here. Let me move some of this stuff out of the way. Goodness. All right, I'm gonna move some of these things out of the way. I don't think I'm gonna be okay. To mark it, I'm just gonna kind of eyeball it and kind of pinch it where I want to cut it. And I'm gonna cut it a little bit smaller than where I pinched it. This paper cutter, I mean, you can use scissors, but I'm going to use this paper cutter, which I will link down below. I'm linking everything. I'm linking all the things. Okay, and I want it a little bit smaller than the page, so I kind of pinched it here, but I cut it a little bit further in. And I'm going to do the same with the other side. Oopsie. I pinched it here, but I'm going to make it a little smaller because I want it to just kind of be in the center of the page. I'm not using exact measurements. If you're one of those exact measurement kind of people, then by all means. Okay, I lost my sticker paper that I just had. Oh, yeah, here it is. See, another thing is you do not have to be organized. So I'm going to use about this much. I'm just going to, like I said, keep it very simple, so that we can move it along, but you can make it however cute and fancy you want to make it. So this is gonna go like this. Now, am I the only person that uses a paper cutter and manages to cut crooked? How does one accomplish that? How does one accomplish that? I can't tell which side is the crooked side. I think it's this side? Yeah, this side is pretty straight. Okay. Okay, that's better. Let's put some glue down. Okay. And like I said, this is a creative time and also a time for while you're quiet and you're creating and you're kind of having this time to yourself to just kind of be thinking about your blessings, be thinking about things that you would like to the Lord to kind of come into your life about, and you know, especially if there's if something's going on that's really bothering you that you need His intercession, then yeah, pray about that. Okay, I want this a little bit small because I want to add sticker to it. So let's see. Okay. You don't have to use sticker paper. You can use just regular paper and glue it down. But I happen to have this scrap of sticker paper. And look at that. It's almost perfectly straight. Yay me. Okay, so I'm going to add one of these stickers to decorate it a little bit because I don't have other scrapbook paper near me. Normally I would probably use, you know, another scrapbook paper. Let me see if I do. Okay, this is all I found. I think it kind of goes, okay, so let me just do the tear thing here. And kind of, I want to make like a little, this is so cute, it's like little clips. I want to do a little corner thing here on the corner. So, how do I want to do this? Or do I want to, no, I think I want a corner thing. So I'm going to just tear towards me because I want the white edge to show. And then I'm just going to stick this guy here to kind of just add a little something. So, yes, and I can, my office is so junky, I can actually reach over to this basket on the floor and there's all kinds of crap in there, including scraps of scrapbook paper. My plan today is to clean my office, but we will see. It's cold, it's kind of chilly outside. It's a perfect day to get some house stuff done. Okay, so which one do I want? I think this would be kind of cute. This one says, "Be still and know that I am God." I kind of think that one. So I'm gonna use this one. So did I just put it here maybe? And if you hear my dog barking, I do apologize. Nothing I can do about her sometimes. She is just out of control in her old age. She's about 9 now, and her favorite hobby is to bark out the window. So I am going to have her barking no matter what time of day I film. Okay, so do I want this here? I think I want it here. I was going to, or do I want it there? No, I think here. And maybe, would that be too much? Never too much. Never too much. Okay, how about this one? Yeah, this one says grow in grace. So I'm going to put this one down. And if you don't have scrapbook paper around, look for a wrapping paper, like gift wrapping paper or gift bags or stuff like that. If you get a magazine, you can use that to make this, and then just use inside of an envelope, a bill envelope or something, and to make this, so you don't have to do anything drastic like go shopping for scrapbook paper if you don't want to. All right, so then I'm gonna use I think this orange kind of goes with this, so I'm gonna use that one, and then I'm gonna use if I use black, it'll look like Halloween, so maybe the pink. Let's use the lighter pink. Okay, oh, that's not pink. Wrong one. And so I'm just gonna do this really fast and not really anything special. And I don't know how to spell my own name. And then to make it kind of a little stand out a little bit, I'm going to do little dots on the ends. I already messed it up since I don't know how to spell my own name. But for those of you that don't know me, I have a slight dyslexia. So, and I'm just going to write cursive this. Oh, that came out janky. That J was, I need some tea, caffeine or something. Where's my tea? Here it is. Okay, cover page done. So when you open it, you're like, yay, that's so cute. I did it. Yay. Oh, you know what? It's not done. Why? Because I am an extra person and like to do stuff to make stuff a little bit more cutesy, wootsy. Okay. Whatever. All right, let's go to the second page. This is the beginning of our prayer journal. So let's start with something simple. Let me look in mine to see what there's certain things, different things that you can do, and I'll show you the first few pages of my prayer journal that I don't have the time to kind of go into right now. So this is one of the very first ones. See, it's very simple, and I did it with the these click arts and the 7 holy virtues. So let's see if I decided that that's one of the first things I want to do. I also have this for survival verses for when you feel nervous, tired, sad, and then this list I got from Pinterest, but you can take a screenshot, or I will take a picture of it and put it up in the Facebook group as well. So if you want to do that, to kind of open up your book, you want to kind of dial in slowly by doing something that doesn't require a lot of what do you call it? Deep diving or anything. So one of the first pages on my Bible is this. In my prayer journal, get it right, is this, and then this one is another one, and I liked it because I can use do color themes, or this one is just like what do you call it, different colors. This one is just one color theme, and yeah, so I'm gonna do this a little bit like this. So let's say I want to open my prayer journal with the 7 holy virtues, so I'm going to write those out in this magenta color, and I'm going to make this kind of big. And sometimes in the mornings I have the shakes until I drink 2 cups of tea, and that means what? That I'm a caffeine addict. I need my caffeine in the morning before my brain kickstarts. So am I going to do a caffeine detox? No. I love my morning black tea. So I decided that this is going to be my first official page, and I want to keep it on the positive. There's the other 7, like the deadly sins or whatever, and I don't want to do that because that to me is like negativity. So I want to start out with just positivity. So I'm not going to do the other 7 in my prayer journal. You guys can do whatever you want, of course, but I'm just saying that for me, this is my prayer journal, and I want to keep things on the positive because, sometimes when you start praying and writing down your requests to God and stuff like that, it might be some sad things, and so let's not start off with focusing on anything negative or sad or that makes us kind of scared, I just... I was supposed to do these in lowercase. Oh well. They are all uppercase. This is a very easy hand lettering style for you to do. And the more you practice something, the easier it gets. And now this is like the easiest thing for me to do. I can do other hand letterings, but it takes me a little bit more time. Okay. And we're done with this part. And then I'm just going to write down the 7 holy virtues. And then I'm just going to put them in smaller, like here, which is humility. And then skip a line and put kindness. And then chastity. And then generosity. I hope they fit. And then patience. Then temperance. And then diligence. And then, so then if you want to, you can either look it up in your Bible, humility, or you can just do the seven holy virtues and Google it, and then it'll show you these, and then it'll give you a short definition of them, and you can just write down what humility means to me, to yourself. So like kindness means, of course, showing consideration and being compassionate. So you can just use a different color. Like I'm going to use black and say, to me, kindness means being compassionate, for example. Because this, you want to make it about you. Being compassionate or something like that. You just put down what this virtue means specifically for you, to you. Okay, so let's see if this bled through, because this is different paper. It didn't, it did very good. You can't hardly see it. And this is regular paper. All right, so let's see. So this would be one of the first pages. The second page that I want to do, here's the one I was telling you about. Duh. This Bible verses, and you can write them all down, and then the Bible verses. I showed you that one. I'm going to show you one that's really fun to do, and I had my Bible journaling group do this. So you make a cloud. Like it could be bigger or smaller, and then say, I am thankful and blessed. Okay. With dot, dot, dot. Okay. Then you get all your colorful pens. This is a good one to do with these mile liners. So you start off with one color, and then you just make lines like sun coming out of the back of a cloud. And you keep going with this. I'm doing 4 lines of each color. Let me go get some more mile liners. Oh, I got another orange one. Okay, I'm going to make 4 more lines of this color. This is such a simple way to journal that is relaxing, fun, and makes you think. And the last 4. All right. So now I'm going to just use do I have a normal pen around here? No, I think I'm going to use the color that I used. Yeah, because these have a fine point. So let's see. I'm thankful and blessed with, I'm going to say like a great husband, a great hubby, wonderful friends, good health, my church. Okay. do a few more that, let's see, blessed with my house. And this one you can hardly see. I don't think I'm going to do this one in this color. Let's use, see if this pen will show up more. My house, my dogs, cute dogs. Let's see, books. It could be anything. Tea, it could be anything, really. Just think about it. I mean, you'll probably start off with really, oops, I think it's supposed to be blue, but anyway. You'll probably start off with really simple, deep things, you know, like Jesus' sacrifice. And then you'll go and start getting kind of a little bit more into deep. You can start with do it really deep, or you can just kind of, you know, go light. Be thankful for the simple things, you know. I don't know. It's kind of like, how do you say it? It's kind of therapeutic. I would make, and then you can make more of these. You can just do, you know, like God bless today, God, I am thankful for, and do it over and over in different pages. Like turn the page and do the same thing on the other side. Because every day, sometimes you think of different things to be thankful for. And so it's kind of cool to do these in, you know, different iterations. Like some days, this is like a project that you want to do over and over again. Kind of just have fun with it. And I know this is messy, but you know, you can do it. Take your time with it and make it look nicer than I'm making this look. It just, you know, whenever you're feeling kind of like, I don't really want to, you know, sometimes you're like, I don't really feel like Bible journaling today. I kind of do this. It's very simple and easy. And you don't have to write like long sentences, you know. Today I am thankful, and I'm doing this really messy, I know, for TTT. And then just write down the different things that you feel thankful for or blessed with that day. So that's one of the simple ways to do Bible journaling, in something that's simple and not that hard to do. Okay, so, and I would leave like a few blank pages so I can do these. Like you can leave like a bunch of blank pages so that you can keep doing this. Okay, now what about actual prayer? Let me see if I have something creative. One more creative thing before I do just prayer time. If you go to Pinterest, by the way, you get a lot of what do you call it? Ideas of different things to do in your prayer journal. You can just say prayer journal ideas in the search. Okay. Well, let me just go into prayer because I'm trying to think of something else. So you want to do the part where you actually are going to write down your prayers for the day. But you want to also be creative, because, you know, that's who we are. We're like extra. And let's see, how do I want to do it? Okay, one way you can do the creative thing is I did... this letter just in the middle of the page. You can just do this. And then you can leave it at that, or you can go over it and add some, you know, a little bit of highlighting. And make it kind of cute. And then I would just put my name, the date, like today is October 11th, I think. And just start with your prayer. Dear Lord, today I pray for everybody watching this video, that they be blessed with a great day. Okay. And you can do your prayers for that day that way. So that's one way. What about those days that you want to kind of Bible journal or prayer journal, but you're not really feeling like you have a lot to say? You know, we all have those days. You can use anything. Let's see, what am I going to use? I got this box. This box would work. So what I'm going to do, put the box down, and I'm going to use purple, and I'm going to trace around it. And I'm sure you have boxes of or different things around your house that you can just pick up. I just grabbed this from the side of my rolling cart. And trace it. I'm doing it really messy because I'm doing it in a hurry. I guarantee you that when I'm doing it in my own journal, I am like super anal and want to do it just perfectly. All right, and so then I want to do these flowers that are super simple to do. You can just, there's two things that you can do with boxes like this. One is the stitching, which is do the little dashes on the inside. And that always looks super cute. It adds a little something to your boxes. I don't know why, but it does look really, really cute. Through the magic of a video, this is done. And then another thing you can do is you can do wavies around it. I'm not going to do it right now because I think it'll look goofy, but if you don't want to do the stitching, or you can do the stitching in the wavies, you know, just like a little frame with waves, wavy around it. And then what I want to do is some flowers. So daisies are so simple to make, just little loop-de-loops. Do 5 loop-de-loops. And that fills in this empty space here with something, so you don't have to like figure out what to do with that empty space. Excuse me. I think I require more tea. Get rid of these shakes. It might also be that it's early in the morning and I just got up a little while ago. And I sometimes need some time to get into the groove. You can fill these in, or you can leave them hollow. Either way, they look cute. A very, very simple way to decorate around your little prayer boxes. Okay. Let's do one last one here. Kind of hard because I don't have an edge. I could, if you have issues with, you know, you're on the edge, you could put another book here and then it lifts up your hand so you don't have to like try to do it on the edge. But right now, I am not going to worry about it. All right. And so this is like something very simple way to do for the days that you don't really feel like doing a whole page of prayers. This one did bleed through when I filled it in a little bit. You can see that. So I should have probably filled it in with the Mildliners. I didn't think about that. So the outlining was fine, but when it goes to filling in with color, use some Mildliners. And then here, like you could just put today's date, and then whatever you wish to pray for that day. You don't, you know, it's just a short prayer. It could just be, today, Lord, I just want you to be here with me. I am feeling a little overwhelmed. I need your help. And just, you know, I want to give you this day. Lord, walk with me, talk through me, allow me to have your ears to listen, and leave it at that. You know, it could just be very simple prayers. Okay, so that's one, another simple way to do your prayers in your prayer journal. That's decorative, but yet kind of simple, you know. So yeah, the last one is, let me see if I can find it. And another prayer thing. Another one is when you have a lot of little things to pray for. Okay, so again, I'm going to go in the middle. This time I'm going to do this. Okay, dot. Dot. I don't know why I'm saying dot. Dot. All right. And then you can fill it in, but I'm not going to because it bleeds through. But I guess I could pick one of the mile liners. Which one do I have? Let's do this blue one, because that way it won't bleed through. Let's see. I don't know if the dots bled through or not. You can always not write on only write on one side of the paper. No, it did not bleed through. So you can write just on this side of the paper, which a lot of times I do. I only write on this side of the notebook and on the other side. I don't know why. Okay, so then you have several things you want to pray for. So you use a different color for each prayer. So let's say you want to pray for your something that's going on at work. Dot, dot, and then it's just a very short prayer. So let's say you make a little box for that. You want to pray that your coworker stops stealing your work or whatever, or pawning off her work on you. And then you want to pray for your something to do with, let's say your dog doesn't feel well. So I'm going to put puppy. You're praying to get a puppy, or your puppy doesn't feel well. And again, you just want to pray that he get healing and you figure out what's wrong with your puppy. Then you want to pray for, what else do we normally pray for? Bills. Yeah, we always pray for money. So I'm going to put money. You got a big bill coming up and you really need to pray that it be resolved easily. And then let's see, your husband's getting on your last nerve, or your son or your daughter. So then you're like, I'm going to pray for my family. They are getting on my nerves. And then you just go, Lord, just please give me patience to deal with these people. Actually, never pray for patience, because he's like, oh, you want patience? Let me give you a bunch of stuff that you can, will need patience for. So I would say, Lord, deal with these people. And so that's a very simple way. And then what you can do also to make it kind of cutesy is to do the prayer in the same color. So make him feel better. Make puppy feel better. I used the wrong pen. So much for using the same color. Dot, dot, dot. What pen did I use for this? This one, yeah. Keep Linda away. Keep Linda away from me before I say something I don't want to say. I don't know anybody named Linda. Do I? I don't think so. Okay, so you get the gist, and it looks cute, and you said simple little prayers. So I hope that this video gave you some ideas on how to get started on your Bible journaling journey. I think that it's so much fun to just be creative and think of different ways. I do recommend, like I said, that you go to Pinterest and ask for different ideas. It's just type in ideas for Bible journaling, and it'll give you some ideas like this I got from Pinterest. And I don't know if I got this one from Pinterest or not, but this is when you want to do an entire page prayer, but you still want to decorate it a little bit. This is for short prayers, and this is for super short prayers. So I hope this has been helpful. Thank you so much for watching, and I do pray that you have a wonderful day and be blessed today. Bye.